Anish from BlackBull Markets. Behind me is the chart of the pound against the Japanese yen, GJ. A lot of traders like to look at this pair because it presents a lot of intraday movements and trade opportunities. If you'd been trading the pound yen to the downside this week, you would have sought some profits as it's been on a pretty interesting ride to the downside, falling to those weekly lows, and we're now testing those key lows around the 152, 153 mark with potentially a move to break lower. Now this comes all into play as the Bank of England have decided to hold interest rates firmly with no real indication of changing it, bringing in of course a layer of uncertainty as to the future of interest rates within the UK economy. As well as that, there's of course the underlying story of Article 13, whereby the Northern Ireland Treaty could put back no-deal Brexit back on the table, again bringing more uncertainty between the trade ties between the UK and Europe, and that therefore puts in the pound in potential vulnerable zones to the downside. We're seeing that in cable and of course represented here in that recent move last week, of course, on the pound yen from 155 down to 153, 200 pips in a short within 2 trading days. Now what we are seeing now on this hourly time frame is pressure mounting to the downside. We're testing 152.79. If we skip to a daily chart, we can put that move in perspective, as we've seen a test of the 61.8 fib retracement at 152.69, which is formed as a key support. What we can see, however, if we zoom in here onto this, we can see potential here to a break, to a downside, to come back and retest this zone, heading down to the 150 mark, and then potentially the 149.23, which is that key low from September 2021, so a couple of months ago. Now, with the pound remaining vulnerable to the downside, it also presents the story for Japanese yen strength, which of course is known as a safe haven, similar to gold. And again, running those two safe haven currencies in tandem, we could see a move possibly breaking below 152.69, testing the 150, using that as your next layer of support, and then potentially moving back to the 152 area, awaiting further developments for the pound yen. Of course, the pound yen moves pretty fast, so we could see this happen pretty quickly. We are currently operating at a key support area, which was also a form of resistance earlier on in the year, so this could also act as a significant barrier for more downside risk. However, it is one to keep your eyes on. I do suspect some volatility around this area. Break below could present a selling opportunity down to 150, then a bounce back to 153 potentially, or a fast break below 150. We could potentially see a move heading all the way back down to the 149.223 mark, and especially if the no-deal Brexit is back on the table, that 149.223 could well be a possibility. So do keep your eyes on the pound yen. There is, of course, technical elements as well as an underlying fundamental element to this trade, something to keep your eyes on and trade safe. All the best.